We are going to talk today about Moxi. We didn't have Moxi Monday because of the wonderful holiday that hopefully we all were able to enjoy. So we're going to cover Moxi today and how you can make customized signatures and how you can help your agents make customized signatures. So this is pretty exciting. I just rolled this out a few weeks ago. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Thumbs up or yes if you guys can see that. Thanks, Kathy. All right. So this is what it looks like when you log into Moxi. my.schmidtresources.com is the login. Of course, you can always go to schmidtresources.com and go to your Moxi Square and get your login link there as well. Now, depending on what security level you have as a manager, ASC, RSC, or agent, your screen's going to look a little different. You'll have a lot less tools over here if you're an agent. But this is where you would want to go in order to make your customized signatures. So over to the left here, if any of you were on our first and third last week with Judy, and thank you, Judy, for hosting, she showed you how you can delegate access or request access to your agent's Moxi site so that you can set up some of these things for them. So again, that's in account settings, account access. If you want to give control of your account to somebody else, you would do that from here. Or if you want to request access to somebody's account, you would do that from here. You simply click manage, request up here in the upper right. You have to start typing a name with the little search feature. And then when the person comes up, you click add and then request. So that can ask for access to your agent's Moxi sites in order to be able to do these things for them without having to log in as them, know their password, or anything like that. So that is under account settings. But we're talking about customized signatures today. So we're going to go right here where it says My Brand. So when you click on My Brand, we have a couple of options, and your agents have a couple of options. And again, this is going to be for any email sent out from the Moxi site. So whether you're sending it out from Present or you're sending it out from Engage, this is what the signature block is going to look like on any of those emails. There's templates, there's custom, and there's basic. So if you click on basic, it's going to show you exactly what that looks like on your desktop and your mobile. It's just text, there's no images, there's no headshot, there's nothing. The information here pulls in from your My Account, which you find in the upper right corner by clicking on My Account. So all of that data is fed from there. So if there's a wrong phone number or your agent's email address is incorrect, you go over to My Account, and that's how you update that. The other options are these templates. It again pulls in all of the information from your account, the headshot that you have loaded, your contact information, including your website and your email address. Now you'll see here where it says Schmidt family of companies. That's kind of an issue with the way we have Moxi set up because we have our Moxi sites, but we have 11 DBAs. So you can imagine we can't always filter the information the way we want to. So if you're seeing where it says Schmidt family of companies, that's automatically pulling in from the Moxi site and just the way that the program is set up. That's why we're really excited about the custom signatures because that will no longer be an issue. But if your agents want to go into the templates, you can see there's left aligned and it shows you always what is going to be on the desktop and the mobile. And then if you keep scrolling, there's right aligned as well. And then center, so left, right, center. If you click on custom, this is where you can get really creative, where your agents can get really creative. Now, if they have a signature that the marketing group has created for them, fantastic. They can put that in here along with having it in their G Suite accounts. They can enter that in here as well. And you simply click on the little mountains with the little sunshine there, and they'll let them pull that logo or that customized e-signature in. Won't have to format it any other way, just pull in that image and they'll be good to go. And then we'll just want to make sure they click save. Now this is the standard that comes along when it says custom, and you can see this is a table. So you can add columns, you can add rows, you can delete it all together and start from scratch, however you want to customize this. If you have that e-signature from the marketing group, you just delete all of this out, go ahead and upload that and you're good to go. If your agents want to just change what's already in there, it's a little awkward because you can see this doesn't go away. So you just have to get your, you just have to get your mouse up there. If you put a space right up here, this puts it down enough where you can click on here. Your column box moves up one for you and you can type in here. Now, again, this is customized, but they give you a starting point, but your agents don't have to use this. You can see here that where it said Schmidt family of companies on the templated ones, it's no longer an issue. You can type in your own DBA, Coldwell Banker Paradise, Coldwell Banker Premier Properties, whatever it might be. So it's a really good option for the agents. Again, if they don't want what's already coming over, and again, that's that headshot from your My Account, they simply delete what they have and they can start from scratch. And you can see they can do different fonts, different sizes, bold, italic, underline. They can change colors, they can do highlights. And again, this is where they can pull in an image. Now it looks a little confusing when you first click on it because it's asking for these particular things, but all you have to do is click upload right here, browse for an image, and then you can pull in any of the images that your agents want. There's also an HTML source code. So if you had the marketing group create a signature with links and different images, and they sent you that source code in order to put into your G Suite account, you can pull that same source code over and use in Moxi so that your branding stays on point, and no matter where you're launching an email from, it's the same signature. Again, after all changes, you might want to make sure they click save. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go back one step here. We're going to go back into my brand. That's where we launched this option here. Again, just click on the signature type that they want. You want to go to custom, and you can see because I didn't click save, this comes in like it was before with no changes because I never did change it. So again, lots of options for the agents. It was an issue with that DBA not being correct, and this solves that issue for us. I did notice earlier when I was testing this that once I clicked save and I immediately went into engaged and sent an email, it didn't load right away. So what I did is logged out, logged back in, and my new signature did pop in automatically into an email that I launched. So if your agents are struggling, if they said they've updated it and it's not showing up, just make sure that they log out once and log back in, and then they'll be able to have their new signature showing. So that's really all it is. Super simple, but it's good for our agents to know that it's there because it was a little bit of a pain point for them not having the correct DBA, as you can imagine. So we want to make sure that we show them where to get to that, show them how to upload that, reach out to the marketing group if they need to get a refresh of their e-signatures, or if they need that HTML code. And again, that is launched from right here. And you can see it's putting in the signature that I already have. But of course, if they have a new one that they want to enter, they just simply select all, delete it, and then paste in their new code. But again, super important to click save once you're done with your changes, log out, log back in, and your custom signature will be ready to roll. And that's really all I had. Let me see if there's any questions. I see a few in the chat, so let me switch over here. Daniela said that she used the image the marketing department created, but the size is huge. What size should we use? Danny, I'm going to have to ask if there's a size that Moxi suggests, because I'm not quite certain and it doesn't tell us here. Sometimes it'll tell you the parameters that they want, but I don't see that here, so I can find out and I'll let sure that everybody knows. In the meantime, you can reach out to the marketing group, ask them to size that down, and then enter it in again, and then that should help out. But I will get what they recommend for the size.
When you click on your image on the left, it'll bring up that box, like right there. See where it says width and height?
Yep.
The one I have right now from the marketing department is 2400 by 598.
Now you're going to want to knock that down to probably closer to, I'd say, somewhere in the 800s or 900s for width, and then the height, of course, will automatically adjust as long as you have that lock button on.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Tom, that source code button is right here, all the way over to the right. It's the last option right over here. So good questions. Any other questions on that? Again, ASCs, RSCs, managers, we just really suggest that you show your agents this, maybe at your next team sales meeting. You just do a quick little 15-minute, show them where to go to find that information, encourage them to reach out to the marketing group if they need an e-signature, and then just show them how to go through those steps. So we really appreciate your help getting your agents customized in Moxi. Great. Well, I will find out, Daniela, and I will get that information out to everyone. In the meantime, I hope everybody has a great rest of your week.